Hey everyone and welcome to Darkson Gaming. My name is Chris and in today's video we are going to be talking about the new information that we got based around a Tanabata celebration that is going to be coming out along with the 5.5.0 update that will be happening on the JP version of the game. So shout out to Air Dokkan for the information on this, but pretty much kind of going on. We know that the superhero collaboration is going to be coming out. They're preparing for it. They're getting it ready. I would probably say my guesstimate is going to be that's going to be worldwide celebration. That's going to be the best time to hit it. We know in August is when it's superheroes coming out globally, so it'll fit better. It'll work out. Obviously, some things had to get jumbled around this year because they were not able to turn around and get some things to hit up. But hey, that's quite all right. As long as it comes, right? I mean, that's really where we're at. We also know one of the greatest things, we are getting an update to the quest mode. And the thing that's going to be really cool about the quest mode is the fact that it's going to be more quests. It's going to, sounds like it's going to have some additional information that is going to be, or excuse me, additional items that you can only get in these later stages. So are we potentially going to get potential orbs? Is there going to be some type of exclusive items that are going to be up there? At the very least, you know, more experience points, potentially a better link level stage than 710. So we're just going to have to turn around and wait and see how that is all going to work around. But then the really cool thing that I want to talk about is Goku Black arc. Future Trunks, future Saga, all those things are going to kind of work around. So I really wanted to kind of focus and talk a little bit more about that for what we're going to be getting. So this right here is on the Dokkan Battle Wiki, just some of the different units we've got that are Zamasu and Goku Black, because we know these units are going to be coming through with the Tanabata. My guess is that we will probably have one LR that is going to release along with the side unit that would be released, and then we also have the part 2 LR that we could get. So there's a potential that we would get 3 brand new units, 2 of which are going to be LRs. What I am going to lean towards is that in part 2 it's going to be Zamasu or Black, some version of it, potentially a Black and Zamasu that fuse into the merge Zamasu. Now, as far as the LR for Part 1, I think you can either see Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito, or I think you can turn around and see Trunks. I think those are the 3 units that we're going to be looking at for this. Now, going back in here to Zamasu and Black, I want to take a look because as great as those are and as great as some of those things are going to come through that are going to have some pretty solid units that are going to come out with very good categories. Future Saga and Time Travelers are probably going to end up with 200% leads, and then you also have like your Battle of Wits that it could have, you know, Realm of Gods, World Wide Chaos. I mean, we'll kind of take a look at some of those from that point. But here with these units, I wanted to kind of showcase who we could end up getting EZAs with. So my very first EZA that I think that we're going to get is going to be Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose, and Zamasu. I think this guy's going to get his EZA, and I think his EZA is going to end up being pretty decent. Because I really love this unit here. I liked him when he first came out, not to mention he was what I like all LRs to end up being, which is all 3, the SSR, TUR, and LR, are different. So you can technically get 15 copies of them and not feel like you're necessarily losing out because they will be the perfect link buddies. Now, he is super, super weak. He was the last of the 90% leads that needs to get an EZA, so he will go to a 120. Not to mention from there, he'll kind of build up, but he 15% HP at the start of turn, that could easily turn into like maybe 20. Not to mention, he will probably end up getting attack and defense, and then it'll just go from there. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with this guy. They literally can just make him a powerhouse. He was a defensive powerhouse when he came out. So I think that's something that we're going to potentially see as a continuation from there. But then some of the other units, Gaoso and Zamasu, a very solid units that could end up getting an EZA. The STR Rose and the Tech Vegito Blue, I am going to say is 99.9% sure that they're getting their EZAs. They're the last of the 120 leads. They're going to go ahead and get those guys. Vegito is going to be great because of the fact that he can turn around and get his probably some better defense. And then this Rose was just a great all-around unit. So imagine this dude hitting, you know, 4, 5, 6 million attacks consistently while boosting your allies and greatly diminishing the enemy. So that could be pretty good. The other surprise one, I think we could end up getting potentially a LR, or assuming an EZA for this guy. I mean, it's a little bit out of the realm. I can't imagine them EZAing the Super Saiyan Rose LR before the Black one, but it's hard to say. I think another outlining one could be the Merge Zamasu that we got with the Trunks. I mean, those are 2 more units. This Goku Black here, we also could turn around and see. Before this guy, I think we would end up with this one here. And this guy, when he comes through and gets his EZA, his biggest problem is his defense down here. So with an EZA, if he's up to, you know, 11,000... 10,000, 11,000 defense, and then his greatly raises defense each turn, I think that would really help him out quite a bit. And then if he has some additional ways of gaining some defense to really just get that ball rolling to where he becomes very, very devastating, I think that's something that could easily turn around and be very devastating from there. Just kind of highlighting some of the Trunks. Obviously, there's a lot of different ones. We'll scroll down here. Future Trunks. Again, I think you could potentially see him get EZA. I think it's a little early, but there's a potential for that. This guy could turn around. Well, it's not him specifically. It's Mai and Trunks. Yeah, right down here. They could get an EZA. I mean, this could potentially end up with a massive EZA content for these guys, which is going to be very good. Let's see here. He could end up getting an EZA too. He's very good as far as his defense. So some good opportunities. And then you also have the Vegito Blues. And the Vegito Blues here, this dude right here. I'm super excited to see if he gets an EZA. Like I said, it's like all EZAs. This is the kind of stuff that's going to be bouncing around. At the time of when he came out for a free-to-play player, he was an amazing leader. 70% was not the best, but the fact that it was all super class, and the fact that he could raise his defense and attack every single time on a 12-key super attack, that was so good. He was great. He was wonderful. You know, free-to-play EZA stats, he could turn around and end up, I'm thinking about what they've done to other free-to-play LRs. He could easily be turning around and throwing out a 4, 5, 6 million attack stat, which is going to be good. Now, if we talk about some of the different categories I think we're going to turn around and potentially see, okay, I'm going to start off with the ones that are least likely. Beyond Super Saiyan for a 200% lead. Just imagine these 4 dudes on a 200% lead. I think it would be interesting. The odds of this are like, you know, slim to none, but worth kind of mentioning because he is on there. The other one that is going to be kind of rare, Inhuman Deeds. I mean, Inhuman Deeds, you have the potential. I mean, you have the 2 Zamasus here, or you have the Zamasu and the Black that boast up on that. But then you do have like some of the intelligence Black that's there. You do have this lower Zamasu. Again, those are the only ones for some reason that are on this the STR, but potentially could be something to maybe a real lead for Inhuman Deeds. There you go. Maybe the new LR that comes out will be a new lead, since you really only have the 2 leaders right there. Could potentially be better. Now for the more common ones that I think we're going to end up getting. A Future Saga lead. This is going to be a 200% lead. You're going to end up with some pretty good things, because obviously you're going to have all of the extreme units that are going to be here. Not to mention the LR, Vegito Blue, and then the Trunks and Mai. Trunks and Mai, again, I think are going to be very, very good once they get an EZA. Not to mention, also still helps out another category, which would be the Worldwide Chaos. Seeing these guys with 200%, they can work well. It would be continuing the boosts from this year that we have seen, which is going to be really nice. I mean, Black ends up doing pretty good. I mean, hey, we all know how much we love the EZA of this physical Goku Black. So, some pretty good things there. And then the Time Travelers, I think you could go through, hey, why not some more boosts for Cell? Because it just seems to continue through and through all the way on that. Again, that Zamasu is going to be turning around, and then all the Rosés and Zamasus and Blacks that are kind of coming around. I mean, this dude here is still pretty good. And then I did have down Worldwide Chaos, and the reason why is because it's a newer unit, and a pretty interesting potential for some things to kind of come around. So, could be good, could be interesting. And then last, I think the Realm of Gods is also the other one that it could end up being, just because, again, when it comes down to the extreme side, it's pretty much black. I mean, yeah, you've got a couple of the Heroes units that are on here, which is always really nice, but this really leans towards helping all of the Black and Zamasus out much more. So I wouldn't doubt, I mean, imagine a future Saga with Realm of Gods having a 200%. You're going to have a lot of very devastating units, not to mention helping out the newest 7-year anniversary. So that right there is another one that I think can end up being pretty good. I mean, 170 leads for these dudes, but 200%. Or excuse me, if it was a future Saga or Time Travelers, you could end up them getting that 200% more specifically, I guess. So. Some great opportunities, some different things that I think could turn around and happen pretty well. But we'll go ahead and just wrap up this video, going a little bit longer than I wanted to, but hey, that's quite alright. But otherwise, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you go down, hit that red subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I'm uploading a new video. But otherwise, that's going to be it. That's going to be today's video. Thank you to Air Dokkan for this great information, and a lot of other people have also posted it out. But, you know, Tanabata looks like it could be an easy A fest for sure. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.